What's good, everybody? It's your boy, the Q-Tip, and we're back with another video. It's day 14 of posting every single day of December. Today, we're talking about Victor Wembanyama, San Antonio Spurs. We're talking about Jalen Brunson and the New York Knicks as they play in the final of the NBA Cup. So this will be another team winning for the first time. We haven't had defending champions or back-to-back NBA Cup winners. Or even NBA Cup like finalists. The first year was Lakers, Pacers. Second year, Bucks, Thunder. This year's Spurs, Knicks. So obviously the Spurs went through the Knicks. Went through the Thunder in a phenomenal game, and it was really interesting because Wemby didn't play first quarter, played a good bit of second quarter, then played the third quarter, played a good chunk of the fourth quarter, and his impact was felt like immediately as soon as he got onto the court. But I also want to give credit to the players outside of Wemby, because while we will give credit to Wemby because he deserves it, so do the other players like the De'Aaron Foxes, the Stephon Castles, the Dylan Harpers, the Luke Cornett, Harrison Barnes, Devin Vassell, Keldon Johnson. Like, those players have stepped up big while he's been out, even when there was Stephon Castle and Dylan Harper out and it was just De'Aaron Fox, Devin Vassell, Luke Cornett, Keldon Johnson. They still found ways to win. They were 9-3 without him. And they played a great game against one of the teams, or the best team, not even like one of the best teams, the best team, the best defense over the last however many years. And they were also able to hold them to a certain point offensively as well. That was a big thing that I wasn't fully expecting. Like, I knew their defense would be a lot better with Wemby on the court. Granted, he only played, I think, 21, 22 minutes, something like that. So it's not like he was out there for, 38 minutes and he was able to just patrol the whole game. But, sorry, I had to read a message. But he wasn't on the court to patrol the whole game. So the defense also, there's a lot of credit that needs to go to Mitch Johnson for the game plan. But for the other players on the court that were able to make those plays happen, because there were times where it looked like, all right, the Thunder just made their run. They might run away with this game. And the Spurs were able to make shots, timely stops, and get to the rim rather well. They shot the three ball pretty well. So it's like, this team looks way better than most expected it to look this early on. I think there was some expectations for this team this year, but I don't think it was like championship expectations. And I'm not going to say like, oh, they can win a championship, but if you can beat the Thunder in a championship type of setting, granted it's a neutral court, neutral site, that says a lot. And I think when you have somebody like Victor Wembanyama, that gives you the chance to beat literally anybody, because that's how good he is. That's how much of a competitor he is. I talked about in the semifinals preview of how big of a competitor he is. The fact that he wanted to play, knowing that he would only be able to play a specific amount of minutes and still be able to go out, get 20-plus points. I think he had double-digit rebounds. It was a plus 22, plus 21, which plus-minus doesn't mean everything, but being able to be a plus 21 in literally like 20-something minutes is phenomenal. And just his impact offensively and defensively. Like, offensively, you have to figure out how you want to guard him. Do you want to guard him with a big guy? Do you want to guard him with a smaller guy and try to send help? They try to do that. He shot over Jalen Williams. He shot over Alex Caruso, throughout fouls and things like that. If you put Chet Holmgren on him, he can still find a way to score on him. He can go around Isaiah Hartenstein. Like, he is a literal mismatch problem. Like, he is the definition of a mismatch problem, because there really isn't an answer for him besides physicality, and you really won't be able to use that against him for too much longer. So, and then defensively, there's nothing that you can really exploit about him. We saw Chet try to go at him. He blocked that. Even when he blocks a shot and he looks like he's about to fall over, he can still get back and block the shot, or he can block a putback attempt. Like, he's just insane defensively. Just the things that he can do is crazy. And then we have the Knicks, who are led by Jalen Brunson, Karl-Anthony Towns. But you have another team that it's not just about their stars. Like, their role players are just as important as Jalen Brunson and Cat, of Josh Hart, OG Anunoby, Mikal Bridges, Deuce McBride, Jordan Clarkson, Mitchell Robinson, like all these players. And that's why this game is really interesting. This is also a rematch from Christmas Day last year, where Wemby had 40-something. Maybe it was I think he had a Christmas Day record in points, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm not saying he's going to go out there and score 40 again because I don't think he's going to play enough minutes to score 40. But I do think it's going to be a matchup problem for the Knicks because their best option is probably OG Anunoby. But I think even then, Wemby can use like that physicality against him, draw fouls and things like that. So it's really going to be interesting to see how the Knicks decide to guard him. But I also feel like the Knicks offensively can cause some problems for San Antonio because they are not the same as OKC. Like OKC, it's like an everybody kind of thing. Like I don't know if there's some. I mean, I think Stephon Castle can give Jalen Brunson some problems, but Jalen Brunson he's figured out almost every defender in the league. Like it's not really a team that he struggles against. So I think in these kinds of situations, Jalen Brunson always plays well too. Like he's been great in the playoffs the last 3 years with the Knicks. So I think both of these teams understand how big the magnitude of this game is. Like I know some people don't care about the NBA Cup, don't care about it being like a championship setting or whatever. But these are two teams that 100% do. And I absolutely look at this as a championship type of setting because these are two teams that want to be in the championship. Like, for sure, the Knicks. The Knicks absolutely have championship aspirations. Like, if they don't get to the finals this year, I think they would see the season as a failure. And that's why you're hearing all the chatter about Giannis and whether or not he'll be there and all these different things. For the Spurs, it wouldn't be a failure because they're still really early in their process. But they're also looking at, well, there's actually rumors that they're not looking at Giannis, but there's still rumors that Giannis could be a potential landing spot there as well. So these are two teams that are looking to win a championship. The Knicks obviously want to bring some kind of banner, some kind of championship to their city, and I don't think you can understate how much winning that kind of situation can help. But also losing that situation can help too, because we saw the KC lose last year, and they turned around and they ended up turning that into a championship. The Pacers lost the year before that. Then they were in the conference finals back-to-back years, or conference finals, then the NBA finals. So just being in this setting, being in this situation is big for your team. But I think for the Knicks, this is a bigger situation for them because you don't have to play the Thunder. If you can get this, you can feel like, okay, we get through the East, or like they feel better about getting through the East, if that makes sense. Like obviously there's Detroit, there's Cleveland, Boston potentially, there's Atlanta, there's Miami, Orlando, all these different teams that they still have to go through. It's not saying like, oh, you win this and you're the absolute favorite, but the confidence and the reassurance that this can put in your brain of like, all right, we've done it here against a team that is really good on the Western Conference side. We can do it against this team in the playoffs. We can do it against this team in the 7-game series. And really the team that stopped them the last 2 years is the Pacers, and they're not healthy enough to even do that this year. So maybe the Pacers were just their kryptonite. I don't know for sure, but I think this is going to be a phenomenal game. I can't wait to watch it tonight. I think Brunson, Cat, I think the stars are the stars. I think De'Aaron Fox has a big game. I think Wemby has a big game. I think this is also a game where the other players, I think, are key as well. I think this could be a huge game for somebody like Mitchell Robinson or Jordan Clarkson. Josh Hart is always key in big games. Mikal Bridges, like, is he going to be able to get rim pressure and things like that? And then for the Spurs, Dylan Harper, is he going to continue to rise to the occasion? Stephon Castle, is he going to continue to rise to the occasion? Because he was great against the Thunder, he was great against the Lakers. Can he continue that? We know what De'Aaron Fox is capable of doing in playoff settings. And then Keldon Johnson, Devin Vassell, can they continue to do what they've done? Like, I know I'm asking a lot of different players, but I just think it's a different setting. Like, yes, the semifinals is one thing, but once you're in the finals, just the thought finals is just completely different. Like, whether or not it's an in-season tournament, NBA Cup, whatever it is, when you hear finals, whether you're in college, high school, like, you hear finals, it's like, oh my God, like, this means, like, this is all that matters right now. For today, for this week, for this moment, the only thing that matters is the NBA Cup final for these two teams. So I think this is going to be a well fought game. I think if this game is anything like the Christmas Day game last year, it's going to be one of the best games of the year. And Wemby could put his absolute stamp on where he is in this league. I know a lot of people have him like around top 7. I had him last season before he got hurt. I had him like top 8. And he's gotten even better than he was last year. So if he's healthy, I don't think you can leave him out the top 5. He wins tonight, and has a big game, I don't think it's too much longer for some of those guys that are in front of him have to, before there's like some real conversations about where Wemby sits in terms of hierarchy and best players in the world, because that dude, man. Like they just showed a video of him walking over a rail, like literally, like he was walking regularly, and most people like have to go all the way around a rail or you have to pull it apart. My man lifted one leg up and just walked over it like it was normal. Now I saw D Mills from Numbers on the Board say like, "Oh, that's easy." D Mills is like 6'4", so maybe that is easy. As someone that's not even 6 foot, not even 5'10", that's nuts to see somebody do. Just like he literally just did it like he does that all the time, which is crazy. But if you have the chance tonight, please watch this game, because you're not gonna want to miss Jalen Brunson, Karl-Anthony Towns against Wemby, De'Aaron Fox. It's going to be phenomenal. Wemby is going to put on another show. Jalen Brunson is always ready for the moment. And I think Jalen Brunson deserves a lot of credit too, but maybe that'll be his own video. Jalen Brunson deserves a lot of credit for what he's done since he came to the Knicks. That'll be another video. I'll actually record that very soon. But make sure you guys tap in. I appreciate everybody that watches these videos. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Come back for the next ones. We got more and more coming for the rest of December and on. But thank you.